It looks like someone wants a bigger bite from Apple. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap, March 21st. So like, subscribe, and let's dive together and see what SPY and friends brought us in the past trading day. SPY opened up with a new all-time highs, also closed with the new all-time highs, 524, but then in the rest of the day, just sideways move, nothing much. When Apple goes down 4% in one day, SPY will have a rough time continuing to the upside, but as you can see, the FTI still gives us bullish sentiment on all major time frames on the 65 and the 4 hours daily, weekly. We're good to go. This gap will get filled, maybe even tomorrow, Friday, and then next week. Let's see where SPY will take us. QQQ opened with the new all-time highs, closed with the new all-time highs. 445 now is the support. When Apple goes down 4% in one day, the Qs cannot go up. As you can see, 4 hours, just sideways move, and then in the last 2 hours, bulls gave up, and we got all safe. A close at the 445, sell signal on the 65 minutes. We will talk about Apple and where Apple is heading. So like, subscribe, and don't go anywhere. Dow Jones still with a buy signal on all time frames. New all-time high every day that goes by on the Dow Jones. Just imagine if Apple will not go down. What will happen to the Dow Jones? We will see Dow Jones at the 407, 421. Dow Jones is super bullish. IWM continuing its travel towards the 210. I want to see a weekly close above this yellow zone. We have a buy signal on all time frames. IWM looks pretty good for now. I want to see weekly close above the yellow zone, and then next week 210, 213, 218 incoming. Bitcoin on the daily, as we can see, slowly giving back Wednesday's bullish candle. We are below the uptrend channel. We are inside. Look how many days we are inside the yellow zone. The yellow zone is a non-trading zone. It's the most important zone of the FTI for support and resistance. And once we see price inside the yellow zone, and it doesn't matter which time frame we are trading, because it's automatically adjusted itself. On the 65 minutes, we are in a downtrend below the yellow zone. On the 2 hours, we are inside the yellow zone. On the 4 hours, just above the yellow zone. This is why we have mixed signals. And once we have mixed signals, we do nothing. Ethereum, another day, another doji, indecision in the market, where the market wants crypto. For now, Ethereum, same as the Bitcoin, outside of this uptrend channel, inside the yellow zone, breaking below the 3440. We will see back at the 3000. On the 4 hours, it looks like this. Inside the downtrend channel. On the 2 hours, it looks like this. Downtrend channel. And on the 65 minutes, we are just inside, moving sideways, inside the yellow zone. Just put the FTI on your chart and everything will become much more clear for you. SOXX gapped up, yellow zone, upper border of the yellow zone, resistance. We have a buy signal on the 4 hours, on the daily, on the weekly. On the 65 minutes, we got ourselves a sell signal. So let's check the 65 minutes. Why we got ourselves the sell signal? Because of this candle. Major candle, 1% in just one candle of 65 minutes. The FTI told us, careful now. It's not the time to go long on SOXX. It's not the time to go short either. But it just helps us to manage our emotions, manage our position. This is the beauty of the FTI. Magnificent 7, of course, 0.33 to the downside. we are still inside the fast lane, the left lane of the uptrend channel. We are still above the yellow zone. We are still above the buy signal and the 4 hours daily, weekly. But with Apple going down 4%, it's not surprise. Magnificent 7, the MAGS ETF, goes down with it. Natural gas just sideways move. Nothing much. As you can see, the yellow zone, super tough resistance. KRE trying, and look at this. The FTI just changed the direction of the trend lines to the upside. As you remember, in the past few months, the direction were downside, and now the direction is upside. The FTI identifies that the KRE now on the 65 minutes buy signal, 4 hours buy signal, daily buy signal. All we need is the weekly buy signal. I'm waiting for the KRE to close the week above the 50-50, and then this uptrend channel towards the 53, 56, and 60. Patience, it's Friday. We can wait until next Monday to take our decision for the KRE, but look at this, how the FTI helps us get better traders, better decisions. Crude oil still in an uptrend, but as you can see, the 65 already sell signal, 4 hours sell signal. Why? Because of these 3 downtrend candles. Now retesting the yellow zone. Below it, we will retest the lower border of this uptrend channel. Apple, what will be with Apple? Apple, downtrend channel, sell signal on all major time frames, on the 65, on the 4 hours, on the daily, on the weekly. Sell signal on Apple. We've talked about yesterday's this candle, that one candle does not change the overall sentiment, and here we are. One candle did not change the overall sentiment. The yellow zone once again proves itself as a major resistance area. 4% to the downside. Now 168 is the biggest test for Apple's bulls. If Apple bulls will give up on the 168, 158, 147 towards this gap here that will get filled, stay tuned. We are still under the threat of a multi-month double top scenario that can take us all the way to 141. So stay tuned. If Apple goes down, SPY and Qs will have a rough time going up. And in the Fibonacci Traders Discord, we took Apple just over here at the 175, and as you can see, we took it all the way to the blue trend line, closed the gap, and yes, Fibonacci Traders, we make money. We took one trade all the day. We took one trade, and it was a great trade. As you can see, members are making money. So if you want to start making money, if you want to join a Discord that helps members and members helping members to make money, Fibonacci Traders is your only place to be. Tesla still inside the downtrend channel, yellow zone, support, resistance. Look at this. Basically since beginning of March, this yellow zone, super tough resistance, and this is why the FTI with one click away helps us get a better point of view on Tesla. And Tesla now, let's see, below the 170, 160, below 160, this gap at the 146 will get filled. Tesla still goes down. Shopify, what we will do with Shopify? This area, the 80 area, look left, super tough resistance. We are still under a sell pressure on all time frames except the daily, but we need to see a weekly close above the 83. Only a weekly close above the 83 in my opinion. Then all these sell signals will turn into green buy signals. Nvidia continues to move sideways. We are still inside an uptrend channel above the yellow zone. This is why we have all time frames buy signal, but as we can see throughout March, nothing much on Nvidia. It's a beast, but also beasts need a rest. Netflix, another day, another higher high, higher low. We are still inside an uptrend channel. Let's adjust a little bit. The trend lines, we can adjust them so we can get a better point of view of where Tesla is heading. You can see everything is adjustable here. No need to think too much. Everything according to Fibonacci ratios, the trend lines, the support resistance. We also have buy signal, sell signal, and we have the red line, we have the green line, which means green line is your stop loss for long. Sell, the red line, is your stop loss for short. For now, Netflix is above the green line. Going north, maybe we'll test the 614, but for now, Netflix, good to go long. Microsoft, another day, another new all-time highs, 431 to the upside. With a doji, with a gap to the downside, we might get this gap and a retest at the 424. Microsoft needs to buckle up together with Meta, and if we don't want, and if SPY and Q's bulls don't want Apple to drag the market down, Meta and Microsoft needs to buckle up and take the lead to the upside. Meta still with a buy signal on all time frames. We are still inside an uptrend channel above the yellow zone. It's time for Meta bulls together with Microsoft bulls to take the lead. It's your time. Google just moving sideways, nothing much. We are inside this uptrend channel. We can make it a little bit wider, and as you can see, every time Google's price reaches the upper trend line, it got rejected. Now we still have this gap from last Monday. We are still above the middle trend line. We are still above the buy signal. We are still above the yellow zone. Sell signal on the 65 and on the 4 hours. So let's zoom in. On the 4 hours, sell signal, because the FTI identifies that on the 4 hours, this area, the 148, is a super tough resistance. And the 65 minutes, just sideways move. So it gives us a sell signal, not because it wants us to go short. It just tells us it's not the time to go long on the 65 minutes. And we are below the yellow zone on the 65 minutes. So for now, let's sit and wait where Google will end up the week. Amazon also basically moving sideways throughout March, still above the yellow zone, but let's see. I want to see a weekly close above the yellow zone, and maybe Amazon will join forces with Microsoft and Meta to become a triple head leaders. AMD, last but not least, 3 consecutive days below the uptrend channel, still below. Look at this, and in the past 10 days or so, broke below the yellow zone. We are below this area of support. It was a very tough resistance. Now, once again, it will become resistance. The major test for AMD bulls is the 172. Below it, 156, 137. Look here, we have sell signals. We are in a bearish land for now. We entered a bearish land for AMD, so no long until we start seeing some green here on this table. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future lives or videos. Until the next live, stay safe.